Hello and welcome to the Rec Room. I'm Drew, here to give you our predictions for the top 10 movies in the box office this weekend. Starting with number 10, we have Disney's Marvel's AntMan The Wasp, hoping to make a clean getaway with $3.2 million. Now coming in at number 9, we have Denzel Washington's Equalizer 2, hoping to make an amount equal to $4.2 million. And coming in at number 8, we have Spike Lee's new joint, The Blackkklansman. Now, when looking for comps for this movie, we looked at Sorry to Bother You when it expanded into over 1,000 theaters, and we looked at Detroit when it expanded into 3,000 theaters. However, they're kind of unreliable just because of when they were released, and both those movies didn't have the big names attached to this movie like Spike Lee, Jordan Peele, Adam Driver, and the such. And with how much buzz this movie is getting, we feel as though the per theater average that the Blackkklansman can get is around 3,000. Putting it at number 8, we have it at $4.5 million this weekend. Now coming in at number 7, we have Hotel Transylvania 3, hoping to get $4.6 million. And at number 6, we have Mamma Mia 2 sending out an SOS for $4.7 million. Now let's crack into the top 5 with The Spy Who Dumped Me. Now this movie made around 12 mil, just over 12 mil last weekend, so we have it at number 5 with $6 million in a sophomore frame. Now coming in at number 4, we have Sony's Screen Gems newest horror flick, Slender Man. Now when looking for comps for this movie, we look towards Blumhouse's Truth or Dare and Happy Death Day. Happy Death Day got around $26 million in its opening weekend, and Truth or Dare got around 18.6. Now, the problem with these comps is that both are Blumhouse productions, which has a way better track record with horror films than Sony's Screen Gems. Also, both open to around 3,000 plus theaters, whereas Slender Man is only opening around 2,000 plus, according to Box Office Mojo, which is kind of on the low end, if you ask me. So, with all that being accounted for and how this meme that was created in 2009 is kind of 9 years past its peak relevancy and just excitement level for it being in the movies, we have it coming in below double digits at number 4 with $9 million. Now coming in at number 3, we have Disney's Christopher Robin coming in around $13 million. That's a pretty good hold for its sophomore frame. Now coming in at number 2, we have Tom Cruise Mission Fallout falling to number 2 with $19 million. That's leaving number 1, that's right, we have Jason Statham, Giant Shark Love Story with The Meg. Now when looking at comps for this movie, we look towards the last 2 shark movies that came out, which is 47 Meters Down, which got around $11 million in 2,200 theaters, and The Shallows, which premiered in just under 3,000 theaters at around $16.8 million. Now, this one is a little different. This one's a little bit more action-packed. The Meg is a little bit more action-packed. It's also premiering in 3,900 plus theaters, which, when looking at the trailers for this movie, it made me think of Skyscraper for some reason, with Jason Statham being the real big name of this movie and being the star of it, just like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was for Skyscraper. This one's very action-packed, just like Skyscraper. They have very similar production companies, where they're marketed to, who they're marketed to, and just because they're in a bigger-than-life event and situation, The Rock being on the highest tower in the world, where Jason Statham's fighting the greatest, biggest shark in the world, 75 prehistoric shark. So that one Skyscraper premiered to $24 million in around 3,700 theaters, which the theater count is very similar. Maybe not the comp isn't the best, but to me that's what it looked like. That's what it looked like from what I saw in from the trailers and everything. So with that, we have The Meg and all those PTAs of those 2 shark movies and Skyscraper. Those PTAs, we took the average of them and we applied it to the theater count for The Meg, and we have The Meg coming in at #1 this weekend to around $21 million. But that's our top 10. What's your top 10? Leave it in the comment section below, and while you're down there, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and if you want to see our main episode for this weekend, click right over here, and if you want to see our new series that we're doing, where we talk unfiltered about movies, click right down here. It's called Outside the Frame. We talk about The Meg and Slender Man this weekend. And thank you for watching. Good luck this weekend. And remember, sometimes you gotta risk it to get that biscuit.